So this is a 2024 ATC PLA 700. This is a model 2816. This is made by ATC, otherwise known as Aluminum Trailer Company. It is a all aluminum travel trailer, or bumper pull as some might call it. It has an onboard generator, 2 air conditioners, and lithium batteries. It's got 200 amp hours of lithium batteries, so 2 batteries, 100 amp hours each, I believe is what it has. It does have 200 watts of solar, 2 solar panels, 100 watts each. It does have a 1000 watt inverter. This is where the generator lives. In here we can see our batteries, short cord, and some cargo space. Currently housing our short cord, right? That label there, apart from the VIN number, also has your tire, recommended tire inflation pressure. So it says they're 80 psi. That is what they're filled to. Additionally, we got 2 propane tanks. Got our tongue jack here, electric tongue jack with a light. It's got the Demco easy latch or flat latch. You don't lift that up when you're hooking it up. You just lift it up when you're unhooking. It'll automatically latch if you leave it in the down position. More storage. Now you have stabilizer jacks. See those buttons right there? So you can stabilize your trailer using those jacks right there. Now these 2 pieces of metal, those are actually covers. So when you have the back ramp extended, opened up, it leaves like a gap between the ramp door and the body of the trailer, and that's what those 2 covers are for. Those fit in that gap. That way you don't have like a tripping hazard. On this side, we have our fuel dispenser. See that switch in there to turn it on? Turn on the pump. You got a port for propane right there. Additionally, you have some water, source of water right there, which is pretty cool. Now, coming down this side, we have storage for sewer hose, and then our actual sewer hose connection. Additionally, we have our 2 dump handles. That's to dump your gray and black tank, right? We also have outside shower sprayer, so in case you need to rinse stuff out. So, all right, so as I said, outside shower. Now this is our water connection stuff. So this right here is for winterizing and injecting RV antifreeze into the coach. This is your city water connection right here. And then that blue valve, that is where you turn that valve. So see that label? So normally it's going to operate in the down position like it is now. But when you're connected to city water on that black connection right there, when you turn it up, that will redirect the city water in to fill your onboard water tank. You also have a service light here that'll light up from under here. You have a water pump switch. Now this connection here is to flush your black tanks. And this is the outside of your water heater. This has a tankless water heater, an AquaGo system by Truma. There is an on-off switch there inside that door that normally left on. That is your connection. That's where your short cord connects. 50 amp short cord. Cable in case you're at a campground that has available free cable. Of course, that's where you fuel the onboard fuel tank to power the pump that's over there and power your generator, power your toys, right? In there, I don't know if you can see it behind this wheel. See that valve? That's a water valve to dump the contents of your fresh water tank, onboard water tank. And we have a ladder to get up on the roof. You just pull on that and that will extend. Then this, of course, is our garage door. Very easy to open. It's got, you can lock it. You basically just push here and then you lift here and do that on either side, and that'll open the garage door. Big awning down the side. Now we have a grab handle, assist handle. Now this has, if you look here on the side, this bracket that you see right there, that is for an optional TV mount. I believe it'll mount different things, but one of them is a TV mount. And basically that mount kind of hooks into there and it would attach to a TV. Then these connections are for a outside TV, right? So you got outlets for power, and this is a cable out. The one on the other side that I just showed you is a cable in. Now we're gonna hop inside. Now the steps fold up for transport. Then here we have a screen door. You can unlatch the screen door from the main door with this little button right there. You have a deadbolt, a latch, and a deadbolt. That's why you have 2 keyholes on this door handle. Now the hinges on this are very stiff. It's very windy right now, and those hinges are able to keep the door in whatever position you put it in. As I said, there's a pretty stiff wind blowing, and those hinges, they're called friction hinges, and they're designed to, you know, like in traditional older trailers, you had like a little plastic latch that would hook to the side of the trailer. And if you know anything about trailers, those things always break. So they've eliminated that by going to this friction hinge system. And once we get inside, first thing we're going to see is our control panel here. So we do have some really cool lighting. That's, you can control the accent lighting with this remote. You can make it do all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, anyway, not playing with that. I'll leave it like it is. And you also have this remote control for your fan up there. You can open and close it. You do have to be fairly under it, kind of like a good line of sight. It also has manual controls right on there. Additionally, you have outlets, you have USB ports, and as well as 110 outlets. Hard surface countertops. All the doors are metal, so keeping with the theme of no wood. It does have some composite materials like these wall panels and stuff, but again, no wood. And everything here, like all these, like the chairs, the benches, the table, all this stuff can be moved or removed. As you can see, that track system. See those nuts? You can loosen those nuts and slide this stuff forward or backwards, or even remove it. There's your ladder. There is a ladder that mounts on the ramp. Like if you configure the ramp in a deck style position, you can attach this ladder to the ramp and basically have a staircase going up. The ramp does have these like a gate, like a safety gate, so if it's configured in a party deck configuration, you can basically have a guardrail. Now your microwave is a convection microwave, so it is capable of baking. In here, that's all your owner's manuals. I think there's some more manuals in here. And then here we have tie downs of various types. Now these tie downs here clip into the rails. Underneath this mat is a rail system that looks kind of like that. And those these tie downs snap into that. Then you can put it on the side, or you can put it down here on the track system that goes underneath this mat. So all different ways to configure that stuff. You have an AM/FM radio with Bluetooth, so you can pair your phone to it and play music. There's speakers on the outside as well as the inside available. You can activate them independently using the zone 1, zone 2 buttons there on the radio. Now our stove is it runs on propane, so you turn this, press this right here, and that's the striker or lighter. Make sure you let that cool before you put that down. Now our bed is controlled from that touch control system over there. This right here is just lights for it, so lighting control. It says Happy Jack is that right there. And then we have garage, which is in here. Let's talk about this this refrigerator. So the refrigerator, this runs on 12 volts, right? So you got a control panel. Long press this to turn it on. Long press it to turn it off. You have controls, individual controls for the freezer section, which is this one, refrigerator section, which is this one, and then sleep mode. Typically you don't want to use sleep mode because it's going to operate this at half speed, the compressor at half speed, and probably melt your stuff. But I suppose if you're off the grid, boondocking kind of camping, maybe that has its uses, but in most camping type situations for the average person, you're not going to use sleep mode. So to control the freezer section, you got to highlight. There's a little blue dot right there. We're set up to control the freezer. Right there, we're set up to control the refrigerator. Usually the freezer runs around 5. The refrigerator usually is set to 3, but your choice. You can set it at whatever you want. And of course you got lots of storage here. Now this this table will fold up against the side right here. It's got these, pull these out, and then the table will fold up, and then you put these back in and they'll screw into there and lock the table in the up position. In here you have your shower area. Lots of room. Tall people can get in this, right? Toilet is a regular foot flush toilet, and again you have another vent here. There's your control for the vent. Another switch. Now in here in the bedroom, you have a bed. Wow, a bed in the bedroom. Amazing. Outlets on either side, as well as USB charging ports. These lights, they're touch sensitive switches, so you can just touch that. It turns on either side. Another switch. Now right there, it's set up to mount another TV. It's reinforced behind that plate right there where that sticker is. Don't go mount it over here or over here or over there. Mount it right there. That's where it's reinforced for a TV. And of course you have an outlet there that's got coax coming out from the antenna and 110 power. Now these things that you see up in the ceiling, you've got two of these, one in the living room, one right here. That's the air intake for the air conditioner. That black looking, dark looking grill, you can remove that to get access to the filter. The filter is washable. Wash it and let it air dry and put it right back in. Now over here we have storage. Then this is not really storage, this is utility stuff. This is where you can get access to. This is the back of the water heater, the furnace and water pump and associated other stuff. Under the bed we have storage. Now there's some that box right there, that is our ladder for our bunk. The bunk has an attachment point right in the front for this ladder to hook onto. And then those triangle things right there, these things are cup holders that go into those triangle looking things. And those triangle looking things mount on this track system. Like if you want to set up some cup holders right here, it's similar to these that you see right there. You can mount those in different places. So, and the cup holders look like those that are in there. We've talked about most of the other stuff, and at this point, the last thing I want to cover before we end this video is we're going to talk about this touch control panel, otherwise known as the Firefly, because that's the company that makes it, Firefly Integrations. So on this control panel, it's where you can operate most of your stuff, right? So you have icons on the left side. Each one of these icons is a different page on this screen. So starting at the top, we have home page. There we have a light master that can turn off all your lights, all the inside lights anyway. We can see what our temperatures are in the bedroom and in the kitchen area. And these temperatures come to us courtesy of these temperature sensors. See that? That's one. And there's another one in the bedroom. Then we can see the status on our tanks, fresh, gray, black. And fuel for our generator. Our water pump, we can turn that off and on. Light blue, of course, is on. Grayed out is off. Our water heater, we'll talk more about the water heater here in a second. So tank heater. Now our tank heater is not a water heater. That is like a thermal blanket, electric blanket that's glued to the bottom of these tanks to keep them from freezing if you're in cold weather. We also have our generator. You can see that it's running, and that's providing electricity to charge our lithium battery bank. Right here you can see that it's at 100% charged. So you can see that the charging system is providing 0 amps of power. That means it's basically put itself in standby mode because it's at 100%. There's no need for it to do anything. We can also go into more detail by hitting that. All kinds of other information available there. You want to geek out on all kinds of electrical stuff, you can certainly do so there. Let's come back here. So like I said, generator running. Now that is of course our home page. We can jump to the electrical page. Once again, we see our battery bank, generator. We can enable the automatic generator start system, and that will start the generator based upon a couple of different triggers, like low battery, or if the AC, the air conditioning, goes out because we lost shore power or generator power. But again, you have to enable it. Right now it's disabled. You can see our inverter is currently disabled, right? Now the inverter, so right now we are running, all 12 volt power is on, and we have 110 power because the generator is on. So we could run our air conditioning if we wanted to. We could watch TV if we wanted to. However, let's say that a generator is not running. So if the generator is not running, for example, I'm going to turn off the generator. I stopped it right there. Okay, so we are officially no 110 power coming in. So we can see that our microwave went off, no power there. The air conditioners will not work because it's got no 110. The TV will not work because we have no 110. I can press the button here, nothing happens because we have, once again, we have no 110. However, I can give it 110 by turning on this inverter. So I can come here, turn on. Okay, there we go. I just turned on the inverter, it went into standby, and now it's enabled. So now we have 110 power. Not everywhere. Like, I cannot run the air conditioner, I cannot run this microwave. Those things take way too much electricity, given that we only have two batteries that are 100 amp hours each. You need more battery power to be able to run the air conditioner. So as it's configured though, we can turn on the TV even though our generator is off. We have 110 power at our outlets. And so basically with the inverter on, you can run everything in this trailer with the exception of the microwave and the air conditioners. So I don't know, I think that's pretty cool, huh? Now that is, of course, that you'll be able to do that as long as the batteries hold up. So when you're running off the inverter like that, no generator power, you just have to keep tabs on this screen here and see, you know, keep an eye on that battery bank. Right now it's at 100%, right? It shows us that we are currently at negative 10 amps. So that's how much it's drawing right now. And going by the stuff we have running right now, the battery will get low in about 21 hours. Okay, so let's come back over here. So that was our home page. Then in our electrical page, now we're going to look at our lighting page. You can see I can turn on my exterior lights, awning lights, the loading dock in the back. If I turn off my master, you can see that the exterior lights stay on. So this master is just for the interior lights. Then we have our air conditioning page. This is what it looks like when you turn on the air conditioner. It goes light blue, right? That's off. And over here, same thing over here for the kitchen area. You can see the furnace is attached to kitchen. It is a furnace for the whole cabin, but it's attached to the kitchen side. And again, air conditioner will only work if you're on generator power or short power, not the batteries. This page here allows you to move your bed and control your awning in and out. And lastly, we have our settings page. Here we can adjust the brightness of the screen. Cleaning mode will turn off the screen for 15 seconds to allow you to clean greasy fingerprints off the screen. System model is set at the factory. We can change it to Celsius if we wanted to. Let's not do that. Oh, Celsius, terrible. Back to Fahrenheit. There we go. Right? Yes. Okay. We can check on the status of our wireless switches. So these wireless switches have little batteries in them. You just whoops. Okay. So these little switches, you can pull them off. So these little switches have batteries in them. You can just pop these off of the wall there. You see, they got little CR2032 batteries, the same type of battery you'll find in like a car remote, a fob. So you can, those batteries will need to be changed from time to time. So if you look at this screen, it shows us that all our batteries are all green, which is good, right? They're all fully charged. And not needing replacement. And this other little triangle looking thing, that's your signal strength. Some of them look red. Red just means that the signal is not as strong. Sometimes you see it yellow, sometimes mostly you'll see it green though. Right there, the garage is 77 signal strength, and the jack system for the bed is 72. And it still works. It just the main, as long as it's above 50, it's gonna work. So you'll see that vary sometimes depending if people are standing in front of the switch or whatever. But all that is good. And if one of those batteries starts to go low, it will start flashing a triangle up here on top, and then you touch the triangle, and then it'll take you to that switches page that'll show you which battery needs to be replaced. We can also get into like a diagnostic screen for technicians, which typically you're not going to do. But most importantly, we can come to this mobile app screen. So on our mobile app screen there, it's got a QR code you can scan, and that'll take you to the Vega Touch Mirror app to download it from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Once you download it, it'll scan for devices. You'll click on this particular ID number, and it'll ask you for a PIN number. Once you've done that, then this whole system will be on your phone. You'll be able to control everything just like on the screen. So very neat. Now it does do it by Bluetooth, so it's not like wireless where you can be a mile away or something. You do have to be within Bluetooth range, which is typically about 20 to 30 feet of the coach. Now coming back, I said I was going to go back over the water heater. So your water heater, it works on propane. It is a tankless water heater. So right here I turned it on here. However, this is not everything. You do have to turn it on. There's another control panel over here. So over here is our control panel for the water heater. So typically there's off right here, then there's comfort mode, and then there's eco mode. Those are the two positions, the main positions you're going to use. In fact, you're just going to use off and comfort. Eco is just going to give you warm water, which is not really useful to me. These are for cleaning the system. So mainly you're going to use off, and this one right here that it's on. So make sure that's on and the amber light has turned on, otherwise you have no power. So if you turn on water heater here, but this one has not been turned on, you will have no hot water. So you got to do both. Make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So additionally, in this area, we have your breaker box. So there you have some 110 breakers. And up there, you have some 12-volt fuses. And there's a label that tells you which one's which. That thing right there, that is a G12 board. That is the brains behind the Firefly touch control system. And that is the wireless module right there. And here, see that red switch? That is our battery power. So if that red switch is not on, all the 12-volt power in here will not work. That switch has to be on. It's called a disconnect switch. Hope that all makes sense. So that's going to bring us to the end of the video. My name is Frank, and I'm with the RV shop here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Have a fantastic day.